9 News at 9 starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Kyle Clark. A man serving a life sentence for murder expects to be out of prison in days. His conviction is the first one to be tossed because of a former DNA analyst at CBI who's now under criminal investigation herself. Let's get straight to 9 News reporter Ria Jha to break down today's developments. Ria?
Yeah, a key part of Michael Clark's conviction was based on DNA evidence analyzed by Missy Woods. She's now accused of deleting and manipulating data in more than 1,000 cases. Clark's attorney believes that the developments in this case could just be the start.
This is a good day for justice and truth in America.
12 and a half years later.
And as of today, Michael Clark's conviction is gone.
Michael Clark, convicted of murder in 2012, will be able to walk out of prison. It's something his attorney, Adam Frank, says should have happened a long time ago.
He told them he was innocent in 1994. He told them he was innocent in 2011. He told them he was innocent in 2012. And throughout this entire case, he has always maintained his innocence.
In their motion, the Boulder District Attorney cites misconduct by former CBI DNA analyst Missy Woods.
Missy Woods is the reason Michael Clark was convicted, and the new DNA testing showing that her test results were false are the reason the district attorney is agreeing to walk away.
Woods is accused of misconduct in hundreds of cases. Clark's is the first case tied to the scandal to result in a release, and his attorney believes it won't be the last.
I don't know how many more there are going to be, and I don't know if that's going to be people getting reduced sentences or vacated convictions or what, but this is going to be the tip of the iceberg.
Next week, Clark will be transferred from prison to the Boulder County Jail, where he'll have to post his original bond of $100,000 to get out. A hefty fee, but one his family never thought they'd get the chance to pay.
Mike's wife and his 3 children and all of his family and relatives have been waiting 12 and a half years for that day, and I am confident that they will move mountains to get him out of jail, whatever it takes.
The district attorney will now reevaluate and decide whether to take this case to trial or dismiss it. That hearing will be in June. Ria Jha, 9 News.
It was a beautiful day out at Cherry Creek Reservoir. It's boating season, I guess. First time we reached 80 degrees this year in Denver. Tomorrow we are likely headed even warmer. So while we had 80s here, it was great spring skiing up the hill. Folks were out at A Basin this afternoon. Few weeks more left in the season, at the very least. Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen's along. It just feels strange. Not saying bad, but it feels strange because it was legit hot today.
Man, it got up there really fast too, and it's pretty early to hit 80 degrees here in Denver, and couple that with direct full sunshine the whole day long. That was hot, and it's going to be even warmer tomorrow, although we will see some clouds. You can see them kind of rolling into the state right now across the western slope of Colorado. That will be one change, is a little bit of cloud cover, but we'll also notice a lot of wind with that. So that's going to be part of the forecast. As we go through tonight here, we're going to stay in the 60s. If you're out and about here after dark tonight, it's going to be a very mild night. That'll set the stage for another warm day tomorrow. We could get up there to the record temperatures, although that will come with a little bit of fire danger because of the hot conditions, the breezy conditions, and the low relative humidity. We're looking at a big cool down, though, on Sunday as a cold front comes through. And we could even see a little bit of snow in the area while you're sleeping on Sunday night into Monday morning. We'll talk about that coming up in the full forecast.
9 News Investigates has uncovered a series of mistakes made on the assessments of parolees accused in high-profile crimes. Now, 2 state legislators who have reviewed our reporting say we all need better answers. The issue is how the state attempts to gauge the risk levels of 8,000 plus people on parole right now. Here's the follow-up from investigative reporter Chris Vanderveen.
After year, Jason Ray found himself on the wrong end of a camera. And yet shortly before he sat for this one, a Colorado parole officer concluded Ray's criminal attitudes were nil.
Is that the brother you know?
No.
It took Ray's sister a few seconds to spot the errors in her brother's assessment scores.
Was that a serious scoring of your brother in that section?
No. None of this is serious. This is a joke.
It is through these assessments the Colorado Department of Corrections determines a parolee's level of supervision and eligibility for parole discharge. In the year we spent investigating the state's assessment scores, we found errors everywhere.
This is a problem, is it not?
This looks like a problem. This looks like a really scary problem.
I showed State Representative Chad Clifford scores that shouldn't change over time, somehow changing over time.
That doesn't change.
Should not change.
Parolee charged with murder, his assessment section 2. Ever suspended or expelled from school. In 2022, a parole officer said yes. 2024, another officer said no. Section 5.
So what does 5.1 say?
Age first began using alcohol, I would say that would be a static number.
But static it was not. 2022, 1 point. 2024, no points.
I would be expecting that someone from DOC would be catching these.
And to me, it's quite disturbing that journalists can identify a pattern and our state government cannot.
I showed Representative Matt Soper the assessment scores of Jason Ray, the 60-plus time arrestee.
No criminal attitudes. Wow.
We also found the state has not audited its assessments of parolees despite a state law that says the state must evaluate its assessments at least once every 5 years.
What does that mean?
That means no reevaluation has been done. I mean, it tells me that they were giving you the runaround.
To fix that runaround, Representative Soper
This puts our entire state at risk.
and Clifford
Are you thinking about legislation?
Absolutely.
say at a minimum, the state must do precisely what we've been doing.
I do also share your fear that there's a systematic problem here.
Look for inconsistencies in scores offered by its own parole officers.
Parole needs to be really investigated. DOC needs to be investigated.
Wilkerson says her brother's assessments would be a good place to start.
I know, he was failed.
Again, that was Chris Vanderveen reporting. Colorado Department of Corrections has not agreed to go on camera to talk to you about these issues and what they're doing about them. Representative Soper now wants to see at least 70 more assessments to see if legislative staff can find similar errors in other cases. Democratic Senator Michael Bennet is now running for governor. He told me today he thinks that President Trump has Democrats pretty well cornered at the national level, and he thinks the state level is where meaningful pushback can happen. He is promising what he calls a relentless conversation about reforming Colorado's Taxpayer Bill of Rights, TABOR, which constrains spending in a lot of different ways. Other Democrats have been critical of TABOR, but haven't been willing to take the political risk of going at it directly.
I'm certainly willing to do that, and I believe our state wants to do that. I think Republicans and Democrats across our state believe that we're not funding our public services adequately, and that it's time for us to take a look at the way we consider this issue. So I'm not scared of it. I'm actually looking forward to it.
The hard line that Governor Polis has drawn is on the taxpayer approval of new taxes. He's suggested rolling back some other parts of TABOR, but that was a hard line for him. Is that a hard line for you?
I think that's a very significant place that the Colorado's voters are unlikely to want to change their minds. I think they want to have the chance to be able to vote on tax increases. I think there are a lot of things beyond that that are up for discussion.
Bennett is facing Attorney General Phil Weiser in the Democratic primary for governor. Republican field is still shaking out. Republicans lost the last race for governor by nearly 20 points, and there has been only one Republican elected governor in Colorado in the last 50 years. A bill preventing the state from issuing a certain type of liquor license to grocery stores is now law. Democratic Governor signed that. The Democratic Governor Jared Polis signed that this week, despite offering some concerns about the process. The bill stops the state from issuing any new permits known as liquor licensed drugstores. Those let grocery stores with on-site pharmacies sell hard liquor. The bill is meant to protect independent liquor stores as more chains start selling varieties of alcohol. Colorado's voters approved the sale of wine in grocery stores not long ago. The governor said he would have preferred a different approach. He said that the market should reflect consumer demand, but he said it's undeniable the landscape for liquor stores in Colorado really has changed. Look who's back out there tonight. Gabriel Landeskog playing with the pros again nearly 3 years after an injury took him off the ice for the Avs. Former team captain skated with the Colorado Eagles tonight, the Avs American League affiliate up in northern Colorado. And Avs fans packed that arena in Loveland for a chance to see Gabe play again. Our Colton Chavez is there.
It's a major game for Colorado's minor league hockey team. For Eagles fans, Friday night's flock looks a bit different.
It's Landeskog jersey. I've had it for, well, since he came in the league, so.
Longtime Colorado Avalanche captain Gabriel Landeskog is suiting up as an Eagle.
100%.
It's why Tim Horn is here.
Even if he only plays 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, yeah, I just want to see him on the ice.
Landeskog was sent down to the Eagles as part of a conditioning assignment from the Avs. Number 92 has been sidelined due to a knee injury since he helped the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup in 2022.
I just want to see him.
A bottom line that had fans buying tickets before the announcement was even made.
Like, we had no idea he was even going to play. That was just a possibility. And we've had him for a week now.
And when I heard it was this one, I snagged tickets real quick. He's the Avs leader. He's our heart and soul.
A return.
Let's go, Eagles!
That has Colorado hockey fans united.
From all of us season ticket holders at Ball Arena, waiting for our captain to come back.
I think it's going to be electric with Landeskog coming out on the ice.
Reporting in Loveland.
I think the crowd's going to go nuts.
Colton Chavez, 9 News.